See, a lot of people, a lot of us, we don't know, and we think that, no, we got to go to the gym. Assalamu alaikum and welcome again to Fit Fusion. We're always happy to be here. Fit Fusion is all about how to keep healthy, and hope you guys are well and healthy at home, keeping fit. And if you're not, then this is the program to watch. And again, I've got with me the fantastic Uddin. By the way, he's 2 times award winner. We'll speak about that, exactly what bodybuilding award he's won. But he's with me again, and assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Alaikum salam, and thank you for having me. Fantastic.
Taj, how you been? Good?
Good and busy, thank you.
Yes, we've been speaking about how busy you are. You're a busy man, and your competition's coming up again, right? So that keeps you very, very fitness motivated, doesn't it?
Of course, it keeps me on my toes.
Literally.
Literally.
Yes, so today's program is obviously about resistance and also cardiovascular training and what it means. Now, cardio usually, we understand it to be something heart healthy, to promote heart health and how to go about doing that. But then there's resistance as well. Now, first of all, I would ask you, what is the difference between these two?
Okay. First of all, cardiovascular health, like you said, is good for the heart, good for the lungs, for our breathing. These are kind of longer duration exercises, such as swimming, cycling, brisk walking, jogging, that elevate your heart rate for a certain duration of time, for a longer period of time. Whereas resistance training, short bursts, could be high intensity interval training, or using resistance such as your body weight, resistance bands, or free weights or machines.
So as the name goes, resisting heavy weights.
Exactly, some kind of weight, some kind of resistance, yeah.
Okay, and it could also be just body weights if you don't have weights.
Body weight, yep, that's also a way to stimulate muscular growth and muscular strength, or strength training, for example.
Okay. What's the other one that is just uses, is it calisthenics or something? Or
calisthenics, it's a lot of body weight movements. They're not actually using extra resistance per se.
Okay.
So muscle ups, pull-ups, dips, push-ups, handstands, etc.
Okay, so that would be also resistance.
It would be resistance, but it's a kind of a specific niche.
Yeah, because I see a lot of guys, they do this in the gym now, and you know, like headstands and handstands and walking on. And then obviously what you just mentioned, the muscle ups. That's a really good one.
It's become very popular. I think in the streets of the Bronx in America, where kids were training in parks with monkey bars and things like that, and it became very, very popular and became worldwide. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a compound, isn't it? It's getting so many sort of joints in.
To work,
yeah, fantastic. And I really like that one. So, okay, well, so you explain to us what the difference is. If you can just name me 3 sort of cardio exercises.
So, you must have missed them. Swimming, jogging.
Yes.
Brisk walking.
Okay.
Could be 3 simple cardio exercises. Cycling.
Yeah.
Rowing on an erg, ski erg.
Well, we all know this, don't we? But, it's just that some of us don't get enough time to maybe get that in, but you can actually do that in a daily sort of your daily routine. Just brisk walking, for example. If you were to, going to walk, you just do that bit of walk and get your heart pumping.
Instead of jumping on the bus, instead of jumping on the train.
Yeah.
Avoid the queues, avoid the rush, walk.
See, a lot of us, we don't know, and we think that, no, we got to go to the gym.
Got to jump on the treadmill.
Yes, all that. But you can actually get that in your daily routine. It's just the intention behind it, Even if you're in a suit, you know, like myself in a blazer. I'm not in a suit right now, but you can just make that walk to the tube station or to the bus stop, do that brisk walk. You're on the train, you can just jog up the escalator.
Exactly.
Right? And so you see, these are the things that a lot of us just need to know, and you can actually get that exercise in your daily sort of routine. Right. So you mentioned the three, which was jogging, brisk walking,
cycling, swimming,
and all. I love swimming.
Rowing.
Swimming, something that I actually do
whole
miss.
body exercise.
Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and swimming is, you know, even though a lot of us think that it's got to be summer to go swimming and all that, you can actually, you know, you can just get that routine in once a week or twice a week, and you know, go in the mornings. And the swimming pools are not very far away, especially in London.
In London, everything as a stone throw away.
Yeah. So you can actually get that in. Okay. What are the benefits of cardio? You probably touched up on that a little bit, but just to get a little bit deep, and how important it is to, you know, for people to understand this.
Cardio fitness is very important. You know, we need our lungs, we need our heart to pump blood and oxygen throughout our body.
Yes.
Not only is it physically good, it's also mentally very beneficial.
Okay.
It's a great stress reliever. Very good at changing your mood, putting you into a very good mood after running, just for a short period of time. As little as 30 minutes, your serotonin, dopamine, neuroepinephrine, I can't even say that word.
I'm not going to even attempt to say that word. But
you know, these are neurotransmitters, chemical releases in our head that makes us feel good. So
the happy sort of
happy hormones.
Yes. Chemicals.
Happy chemicals that are released.
Yes. So just to elaborate that, you know, on that a little bit more, and I can say from personal experience. So if I was not to go to the gym for a few days, I do feel a little bit down. Right? Maybe that's because I'm somebody who does go to the gym.
Who's got a routine, who's got a habit.
Yeah, and I've spoken to friends. You know, they say the same thing. But yes, you're right. So when you do go and you hit those, you know, dumbbells or maybe the treadmill and all that, you definitely do feel better, and it makes you more positive as well.
100%.
So it's not only, I would say, you know, physically it's keeping you well. Your organs are also like the heart and the lungs and so forth, but mentally, you know, it's just releases.
It gives you it's great. Anxiety, stress reliever. It also helps you lose excess body fat if you're carrying a little extra weight. It's also going to get you conditioned. It depends on your goals as well. So you could be average Joe who just wants to lose a little bit of weight. So do an extra bit of cardio, burn off extra calories. You might be a football player who needs stamina. Doing extra cardio outside of your football is going to make you a fitter football player, or a basketball player, or somebody who plays badminton.
I mean, any sports.
So whatever sports, whatever goal you have, weight loss, get conditioned, get better, cardio definitely going to help you along the way.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I mean, yes, you mentioned that now. With regards to just not just the physical parts, obviously the stress and all that, doctors do recommend this as well for people who are, you know, depression patients, you know, just to keep themselves active and, you know, in other words, sweat a little bit. But it's something that we don't really understand. And me at home, you know, my mum, she's 86 years old, and I say, Mum, just always walk a little bit, you know. And they sometimes complain. You see, the thing is, some of us, and maybe I'll ask you the question to say that what would you, you know, tell people who say that I'm getting a little bit older now, we're getting a little bit, you know, the strength is sort of decreasing. I've asked somebody the other day in the gym, and he's giving me an answer. But what would you say to somebody who says that to you or gives you that excuse? Like my mum, for example. Obviously, she's 86. She can't do so much of walking. She's a diabetic, and but I always tell her, keep yourself on the move. You know, even a few steps per day, and she does it. And you know, after she does it, she feels good.
She feels a lot better.
Yeah.
Movement is key to longevity. Use it or lose it. We've spoken about it in the previous shows as well. The more active you are, the longer you will remain active. The more inactive you are, the faster you're going to see a rapid decline in your mobility, in your ability, in your physical strength. We've previously spoken about how muscle wastage, sarcopenia happens post 30. So to reduce all of those things is definitely important to move and exercise.
So someone who would say,
I'm getting too old.
Yeah.
Just do basic movements, walk up and down the stairs, go outside to the garden, just go around in a circle, and then come back inside, bit of fresh air, and you'll feel a lot better.
Okay.
So it's the little steps. If you're going to the shops in your car, instead just walk. It might take you 10 minutes longer, but that 10 minutes is going to be highly beneficial for you.
Definitely. So you would say to our viewers, just don't think about it like that. Don't think about you getting old.
It's completely the wrong way to think about it. Just like a knife needs to be used and sharpened. If it sits in a drawer or sits away and not used, it's going to start rusting.
That's what the guy in the gym said to me. He said, just
use it or lose it.
Tell them not to think in that way. That's the wrong way of thinking. You're not getting old.
Completely the opposite way.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you. Now, we spoke about 3 cardios before, but I've got a question here that says, what are the best cardios? Now, does that depend on the individual?
It would depend on the individual's age, their ability, and their specific goals.
Yeah.
So just walking is great cardio.
Okay.
Somebody who's slightly elderly, not as active, somebody who's a lot younger, who is going for a bodybuilding competition like myself, I'm just using walking. I walked over here to help me with the extra bit of fat loss. Yeah. Somebody who's a boxer or a footballer, as I mentioned before, they may need to do some high intensity interval training. Okay. So it could be an assault bike that they go on.
All right.
High intensity
interval training.
An assault bike. So 15 seconds on, 45 seconds off, 15 seconds on, in that manner, in that fashion.
All right, okay, that type of training, yes.
So it's specific to individuals and specific to individual goals.
Fantastic. Okay, high intensity you mentioned. I've seen that, and that actually works, and that's also good for people with less time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be next week.
We'll cover that. Yeah, so we'll cover that in another show. But it comes into this, isn't it? So cardio. And every day, if you can just get yourself to run a little or walk a little and all that, and get that heart pumping, that's cardio. Even though I didn't probably even mention on the show today that the program is called 50 going on to 30, and the older you get, even though we're trying to make it look like that, a 50-year-old can still look like a 30-year-old like yourself, but we're trying to make it seem that the more, even though that you are getting older, it's never too late, and you should never stop, moving.
You should never stop moving. You should continue to move. Continue to move.
Right. Now it brings us to our resistance part of the program. So name me 3 resistance exercises.
So resistance exercises, I mentioned before, it could be done by body weight. So you could do body weight push-ups.
Okay.
You could do body weight squats.
But isn't that easy for somebody who's been doing push-ups for a long time? Body weight, there's not much resistance, is there?
10 might be easy, but 100 will be quite tough.
Ah, right. So that's when it comes into the resistance part of it.
Progression could be getting extra repetition or extra weight. So you could start using resistance bands if body weight is too easy, and then you can progress on to using weights.
Those are fantastic, by the way, the bands.
Bands are so durable, so adaptable. You could do so many different exercises. I was just telling one of my clients who's flying off to Kashmir with his mum, here's a link to Amazon, here's some bands, and you can work the whole body.
I always take them to Bangladesh.
Entire body.
I take them to Bangladesh. Just for the viewers, if you don't know what they are, it's called resistant bands, and you can look on eBay or Google it. Just Google it, and they're fantastic sets of bands. Now they come in different strengths, so It could be, you know, the stronger ones, which are very tough. There are the lighter ones. You know, you can get 5 or 6 different types. You can even do squats with them. Believe you me, you know, if you haven't tried it before, and I've done squats with them. But you just need to know how to use them, and it's very, very simple. You can just look at YouTube, and they'll show you or demonstrate how these bands are used. Now, what I will say is they're fantastic for traveling. So if you were to go traveling, you can just take them with you, and, you know, bars on the window or something in Bangladesh, or even, you know, a tree, and you can just use it as biceps, triceps, anything, isn't it?
The entire body. It's a gym inside your suitcase, basically.
It's fantastic. So, you know, just for you guys to know. Yeah, so the resistance bands, we just drifted off a little bit, but no, they are really, really good. So you were going to mention the other resistance exercises. So push-ups is one of them that you mentioned, so, and you can use the bands.
You could use the bands.
You can use weights on top of that as well if you want.
Use weights. So
if you've got a friend that helps.
If you've got a friend who can help you,
yeah.
So you could do weighted push-ups. You could put a suitcase on your back and do weighted push-ups if you don't have access to a gym.
Okay.
And you could put books into a bag. You know, all the exercises that people did during the pandemic when gyms were closed.
Yep. Yeah. So you just have to have that knowledge, isn't it? And that's what we're here for. That's what you're here for. You're telling, you know, letting people know. Now, the benefits of resistance, you know, even though we touched upon it a little bit earlier on, hypertrophy is one of the other words.
Hypertrophy is building muscle.
Okay. So resistance builds muscle then, is that what you're saying?
Resistance will build muscle, you know. The body will then have to adapt because it's been put under a stress.
Yep.
And next time the body needs to be prepared to handle that stress.
Okay.
So if that stress was 10-kilogram dumbbell that you're trying to curl with your biceps and you're struggling, you only manage to get 8, next time the body will be prepared. It will repair the damaged tissue.
Okay.
There'll be some micro tears within the muscles and it will build and come back stronger the following week, and you'll be able to do an extra repetition, or maybe you'll be able to do an 11 kilo.
Okay. And that's, again, that's also building strength as well.
It's also building strength. So building muscle, building strength are a couple of the benefits. The other benefit is stopping muscle wastage for especially older chaps like you and me.
Okay. Okay.
We're still young. We're still young.
Yes.
I keep on forgetting.
Yeah, younger guys like ourselves.
Younger gentlemen like ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
So apart from the physical benefits, there's also mental benefits as well. There's a lot of physiology, biology and chemistry that goes behind it all. So it also helps improve growth hormones like testosterone, IGF-1, insulin, great, you know, for self-survival in our brains. Again, makes your mood better. All the happy chemicals are released once you've exercised.
Okay.
Amazing antidepressant.
Okay. I think we jumped to one of the questions here. What are the benefits of the resistance? And before that, you mentioned only one resistance exercise, which brings me to my other question, which is what is the best resistance exercise? You can cover this in that one. The last one you mentioned was the push-ups, and I think we didn't follow up on that. So what would be the best for yourself? And you're somebody who competes.
The best exercise, like I've mentioned previously, is one that you can stick to consistently.
Okay, all right. So
some of the best exercises, you know, I'd say a squat pattern, which are functional exercises, a hinge pattern,
which is
like a deadlift where you're bending over.
Okay.
To tie your shoelace, etc., or pick up shopping bags to put it into your boot, or put it on the kitchen counter.
Yeah. That's where that comes in handy, doesn't it?
Pushing exercise, it could be a vertical pushing, like a overhead military press with dumbbells, with barbells.
Okay, all right.
That
works the shoulders.
Works the shoulders, works the upper pecs, a little bit of your triceps. Horizontal pressing, like push-ups, or barbell bench press, or dumbbell bench press, or machine presses. Horizontal pull, like.
Do you have a best? Do you have a best one? Because from everything that you're saying, it depends on who it is. I can tell you what my best one is. Best resistance is actually behind neck press, military press. For some reason, I just like that one. You know, behind the neck.
You've got very good
shoulder presses.
You've got very good shoulder mobility behind the neck presses.
A lot of people can't do it, but I kind of do sort of. I'll mention it. I do around 35 on each side. So I'm you know, a few of them. Yeah, I do a few.
Strong man.
Yeah, I can. But I build that strength. You see, there was a time I couldn't even put my hands behind my neck. You know, and it's just it just shows.
Mobility.
Yeah, mobility. So that's another thing, that it actually makes you be able to do things that you weren't able to do before.
Otherwise necessarily be able to do.
No, really. I mean, there was a time that I found it difficult to do squats, and the reason is you know, when you have to have the bar behind your neck. But it's just amazing, and that's what we want to let people know: is nothing's impossible. If your body is normal, then there are, you know, some exercise that you probably won't be able to do in the beginning, but it's just to get used to it, just to do more and more. And you start off with, you know, small steps.
Yeah, with small steps, it increases your capacity, your mobility, your range of motion, your strength, your stamina, your balance, endurance, all of those things get improved. Repetition is the mother of all skills. The more you repeat, the better you become.
So that's one of my ones, behind the neck press, and the other one is dips. I love that. What about yourself?
I'd say squats, deadlift.
Yeah, these are
dips,
the best.
Pull-ups, bench press. So
I really enjoy them.
I love them all.
I really enjoy them, and that's another thing. You see, you've got to sort of break that habit of staying at home and not going there. Sometimes you feel lazy, but once you know how much you enjoy, you know, the training, you know, it's just a no-brainer, really, isn't it? It keeps you fit, it keeps you healthy, it keeps you mentally active. What can go wrong?
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. I mean, I've got friends of mine that they say, you know what, Sharif, just forget about everything, just come to the gym. And I said, I wish it could be that easy, you know, because we got commitments and we can't always, you know, make it. But yes, fantastic. So I mentioned a few best ones. You mentioned a few best ones, best resistance exercises. When is there a about when you should do these resistance exercises? Now that could be a very broad question.
You can make it broad, and there are some nuances. Again, going back to what you can do regularly and consistently is ideal. You can fit it in to your lifestyle. So if you're not able to go to the gym to run on the treadmill, like we mentioned before, find ways of walking more, brisk walking, or jogging instead of using transportation. So that could be you commuting to work, coming back from work. So you're fitting it in within your lifestyle. The other aspect of it is timing. So for example, people like to do cardio and people like to do resistance training. Is it a good idea to do resistance training first or cardio first? Should they be done on the same day? So these are the types of nuances and different questions that people and your viewers may have.
So is there a straightforward answer though?
Yeah, there are simple answers. Like if your goal, if your goal, for example, is to build muscle, you wouldn't necessarily want to do cardio before your workout, because you want to have all your strength to be able to push as much weight as you can. And then again, you wouldn't want to do cardio straight immediately after, because you've already used up all your glycogen beforehand. Save the cardio to later on in the evening. If you're doing the weights in the morning, or to a different day.
So you could keep a day for cardio itself.
You can keep different days for cardio. That would be probably a bit more advantageous if you're looking to build muscle.
What about, let's just give you a typical day of training and somebody wants to go and do warm-ups, right? Can they do a nice 10 minutes cardio just to warm themselves up? I mean, there's warm-up and there's warm-downs as well, isn't there?
Warm-up, cool-downs,
Cool-downs, sorry. Cool-downs,
when you're doing resistance training, when you're doing weight training, when you're doing bodybuilding or strength training, what I recommend and advise is warm up within the movement rather than cardio. So if you're going and doing bench pressing, you're going and doing some cardio, it's not necessarily going to warm up your pectorials. It's going to warm up your entire body, but your pecs, the tendons, the ligaments and the joints aren't warming up.
So you would say if you were going to do your sort of a chest exercise or chest day to day, then do those warm-ups, but
those movements,
those movements.
So if I'm squatting, I'm not going to go and run on the treadmill. I'm not going to cycle. although it's the lower body, it may be good. I warm up within the movement. I do some body weight squats. I do squats with the bar, and then I'll
go for the heavy ones.
Slowly add weight and get to my first working set.
Okay, all right. So that was the warm up and the what's that?
Cool down.
Cool downs. Yes. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's a myth or not, but with regards to children who have not grown so much, so we know that boys grow up until a certain age. I think it's 21 or 20, and girls also grow in terms of height. You know. Now, if boys or girls, you can just cover that. If they were to do weights, like a 14-year-old, 13, 14-year-old maybe, there is a myth, or I don't know if it's a myth or not, but there is a saying that they're not going to grow.
It will stunt the growth.
It will stunt the growth. Is that true?
It is actually a myth. With younger children, the concern was the growth plates are not fully formed. The growth plates are still there, and they're vulnerable areas. So long as the exercise is supervised or done with proper form and technique, there's nothing to say or prove that it actually stunts growth.
Right. Okay, so there's no actual evidence, scientific evidence of somebody who's gonna. When I was younger, I used to think that maybe because if I'm doing the liftings like above my head, it just stunts the growth a little bit because you're going up vertically, aren't you? So in that sense, but so it is a myth. Okay, good.
It is a myth.
Just for the youngsters who are probably watching. Then the training itself. The training days itself in a week, how often should somebody train?
Again, how often can they commit? There's no point doing 7 days a week for 1 month and then the rest of the year you're eating away, crisp and chips in front of the TV and sitting on your couch and not doing anything.
Yeah, so what you can consistency is obviously
consistency is key. At least 2 to 3 times in terms of resistance training. If you can do more, even better, but 2 to 3 times bare minimum in terms of resistance training.
And also to cover like most of your body parts.
Most of your body part, of course.
Right. Okay. Okay. So resistance. And what about cardio?
Cardio, anywhere from 150 minutes to 300 minutes. Cardio is ideal. That's per week. You can spread it out over the week. Wow. You could do half an hour one day, 10 minutes another day, depending on your schedule. But that's overall. Okay. That's kind of ideal.
So the exercise, the sort of compound exercises and your normal resistance training itself, that gets your heart pumping as well, doesn't it? So that's also...
It does get your heart pumping. There's different energy sources that our bodies utilize. Yeah. So cardio is burning glucose with oxygen, and it's for longer duration of time, whereas resistance training is anaerobic, where glucose is used without oxygen, and that's why you get burning sensation, which is the lactic acid, which is the byproduct the body has to then get rid of. So within a few minutes, usually after your set or your particular exercise, that burning sensation dissipates and goes away. So that's...
Does the same happen with cardio?
Burning, your lungs could burn if you're doing a marathon or running for you're running.
But that particular muscle is not, because you're not really giving that so much strength.
It's not as intense. So intensity is the difference.
Okay, right, fantastic. I think we covered most of that with regards to sort of cardio and resistance. I hope people have understood. Thank you for coming. That's the end of the today's show because we ran out of time. For the viewers at home, hopefully you've enjoyed and you've benefited from our chit chats about the cardio and resistance. And always you can drop in a line in LB24 just to get more information. And these kind of informations are all out there. So hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you watch us once again next week. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.